Yeah. What's good? What's good? We back, baby. We back. All right, midweek. Look at this. Looking at something. Are we already in something? Just hoping this shit plays out, you know? This is one of the iffy pairs that I was looking at too. That I didn't wanted to get into, but further confirmations was like, I should get into it. And you know, came out to be that definitely looked at it, you know. Looked at it, saw what it was doing, and then I kind of liked it, you know. So this is a weekly zone and a daily zone right here. You guys can see. Weekly and daily zone going on here, right? So then we go down to the 4 hour, right? We got the 4 hour, we went bearish, right? We going bearish, then we started going bullish, all right? We kept going bullish, and I think it broke here to go bearish again, and then went bullish again. Still bullish, then it went bearish, and it went bullish, right? Right now, what I'm hoping is this closes like this, right? So that means it'll go bearish, right? We got the weekly, the daily, and those two are in sync right now, right? Now we need the 4 hour to come in sync as well. What I wanted to do is to close. Next 2 hours, I want it to close, continue to go down, right? Either I can probably take profit here, or I can take profit down here. I'll see how the daily closes. Once the daily closes, then we'll keep looking at it and see how everything's moving. But as of right now, this is the scenario right now, right? We broke below, right? Making this bearish. Came back in. And then this morning, I think around like 9:30, 10, I saw that like it was showing like rejections, right? What you see here is what? Let me show you guys. You guys see a left shoulder, right shoulder, right? I want this to close down here so that when this closes, right, it'll come down, right? And then give me a retest of the right shoulder, right? So that we can continue to go down. I can possibly get another entry up in here. If we do, then that'll be perfect, right? Get another entry in, and then, but I fucking got into this shit early, right? I didn't fucking wait for my confirmations to fucking close, unfortunately, but I don't know. It's like this shit's gonna fucking run away, and you know, it started messing around. And I should have probably waited on the daily closure too here. I should have waited for the daily close bearish, giving us a sign of rejection here, but I don't know. I've been trying to work on myself, trying to get better at predicting these moves and all that. But as of right now, we're looking good. I just need this 2 hour to continue to go down. You see the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, head and shoulders, right? Once this closes, and I want to retest to come back in here, probably get a second entry and then go down. This morning, I had gotten in right here. Right? It was starting to close. It was like the candle was like this, right? The candle was like this, showing a strong sign of rejection, right? Giving us a bearish engulfing, but then fucking got in early, and then fucking started rejecting off this EMA, and I was like, fuck, I just fucked up, right? But so far, it's just looking pretty good. It's going the way I want it to go, and if it continues to go down, like I said, if you guys are interested in this trade, just wait for it to come down, come back, reject, and then continue to go down. Once we get into this area, I'd probably look on like the 30-minute for like a bearish engulfing or something, and then boom, just let the trade play out, and just let it keep going, let it keep doing its thing. And then once this closes below as well in the next 3 hours, everything's going to be pretty much bearish. So it's going to be a nice trade. The only thing is, where am I looking to take profit is a question, right? Might look to take profit somewhere in like this area right here. Looking for like little spots of like support. Might be able to even come down here too. It's gonna be another support here, and that's what I want from this trade. All right, this is what I'm looking for this trade. This is gonna be my top one right now. CAD JPY, man, this shit just fucking like does not fuck with us right now, bro. Let me show you guys. Remember, I told you guys I wanted this shit to come back and reject or close above this zone, and it did exactly what we wanted to do, right? Let me extend this a little bit more. Right there. Right. Look a little bit better. It did exactly what I wanted to, right? It came back, or it went above the zone and it closed perfectly. That's the daily, right? Weekly's bullish. Daily's bullish, right? And then the 4 hour fucking finally went bullish. So what I was waiting for was, once this shit got up here, I was waiting for this shit to come back. And that shit never fucking came back. So that's the situation we're in right now. But let me take a look at the daily and see what's up. As of right now, the daily still can come down here, right? It can still come down here. You know, you got to let the market move and, you know, let it do its thing on the 4 hour. You know, it'll do a little bit like this. And then once it gets into the zone, you can just look for another 4 hour shift. And then that'll give us like a daily rejection from here. And then just continue to look for buys. This shit can still come down and still look good. But that's what we're waiting for. We're still waiting for this shit to come back into the zone again, to give us some signs of rejections from the zone. And that's all we're waiting for right now for this one. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. Yeah, we're just waiting on this one to come back in. I think it was the same thing for USD JPY. I told you guys I wanted this shit to come back into my zone down here. And remember I told you guys this shit just might be gone. And that's what happened. The shit just was gone. So we'll see. CAD JPY and USD JPY look similar. And so I just marked up this zone because it did shift structure on the 4 hour. But for the daily, I don't think it'll come back into the zone, if I'm being honest with you. I think it might just come into this area right here. If you guys can see, there's like a small daily area of interest, support and resistance here. You got support, resistance, resistance, and then kind of support, not really. Maybe right here. But yeah, what I wanted to do now, I'm just gonna delete these since we're not at this area. Do the same thing as a CAD JPY, come back into the zone and then continue to go up. That's what I want for this one. Euro USD, man, it's been doing everything we want it to do. It's just they're starting to look a little funky and looking a little weird, right? Of course, the weekly is bullish, right? We're going a little bit up against the trend, but we're at the highest point, right? And like we're at a fucking resistance here, so we were expecting for it to sell and probably continue to sell. Then we have a head and shoulders here, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then we expected the retest of the fuck you call it, of the neckline of the head and shoulders. It happened here, but there was a zone here I didn't like. So I wanted to close below, but it's doing that exactly right. It's coming back into the zone, but this one's a little iffy now because there's also a support here. You see how it rejected here? It could come back in here and then reject and then go back down, but it could also just continue to go up as well since the weekly is bullish. You know, this one's a little bit more riskier than all the other trades, but we'll just be keeping an eye out on this one. The 4 hour is bullish as well, so if anything for this one, I might just wait for like a clear. I'll take this off now that it's already done it. Probably just gonna wait for a clear rejection, come down here and just wait for that, because now it's like in a zone right now and it's kind of just, you know, I'm not liking it. It's a little funky. Same thing with GBP USD. You know, I wanted the same thing, right, to happen. Come down. And you guys see the arrows here. I wanted the same thing to happen. Close below, and then now it's in the area. But if you guys look at it, it's starting to look a little funky, right? It's like moving really, really slow, and like it's like sluggish. You guys see this? There's like no real market structure. It's just like one candle up, then down, 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 down. One candle up, down, 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 down. Like it's just moving really, really slow, and I'm not liking that about these pairs this week. But it seems like the U.S. dollar is coming in pretty strong. For all these, you see them, they're starting to go down. Okay, we looking good. But the U.S. dollar is coming in pretty strong. And so they look like they could be like right here. This looks like a pretty good entry point right here. But it's already fucking 2 p.m. and who the hell wants to get in at 2 p.m.? But we're looking strong on the U.S. dollar, so we're expecting this to continue to go down. And this pair is probably not going to be much of interest for me this week, so I'm just going to move it down a little bit. NZDJPY, I think the same thing as the CAD JPY and USD JPY. I wanted it to come down to zone, it didn't. Shifted structure, but now it's just acting funny. This is another one of those pairs that looks a little funky, like the way it's moving. It'll move sideways a little bit and just not show clear indication of like, you know, like you see this, you see it go down, go up, and then it starts moving sideways and then start moving sideways. Like it's just continuously moving sideways. So I'm just not liking this pair at all. And this is just going to be another one of those pairs. It's just like, not this week. We're not going to look at it this week. USD CHF was one of those pairs that we said, hey, we're at this lowest point we've ever been in, right? Look at this shit. Oh, it's been at this lowest point over here as well. But shit, this was what? 2011. Like shit, we're at the lowest point. What are the chances this shit will keep dropping down, right? And then you see this big ass bullish engulfing coming in here. You're like, yeah, I don't think so, right? So now it's just doing its thing. I'm gonna let it do its thing. I might not be interested in this anymore. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be interested in this anymore. You know, some people might fucking just say fuck it and try to go for the upside and take buys on the upside. But this one isn't. I'm just not interested anymore. I'll probably just wait for upside potential to come in. And yeah, this one's terrible as well. And then GBP JPY, same shit as other GPY pairs. Expected it to come down to zone, it didn't. But I think it had yep, see, went bullish. Now it's just going bullish. So it might come down a little bit, just like all these other pairs. I'm hoping it comes down because it could possibly give us an entry on the JPY pairs. But these pairs are like pushed away from the area I wanted to get into. This is like in the middle now, and I probably just have no interest in these anymore. The ones that are like in the middle already, away from like the zones and all that, just be like, fuck it, I'm no longer interested, just leave them alone. So as of right now, the only pairs I'm pretty interested in are these. I'm already in this trade right now. I'll show you guys where I got in for this. So I got in right here, basically right here. But when it was like 2 minutes left, and the candle was like engulfed, like all the way down here. I'm like, all right, fuck it. What are the chances this shit fucking goes back up in like 2 minutes? That shit went back fucking up. So that shit kind of fucking made me nervous a little bit, but hey, it went up, and I was like, bro, there's no fucking way this shit's gonna take me out. But hey, the pattern always works, man. We'll just wait, let it keep doing its thing, let it go down, and yeah, hopefully we can get a second entry on this. Once we get a fucking second entry, bro, if this shit closes down in the next hour, like this, man, maybe we have some trades for tonight, later tonight. And we'll see what happens. I just want this shit to keep going down and let it keep doing its thing. CAD JPY, same shit. Maybe if it comes down here, we'll look to be interested in it. Same thing. Euro USD. Yeah, I already know what we want from this. It looks funky in here, so we'll just wait for break, retest, and then just continue so. And that's a recap for the week. Continue to do these recaps as we can. And we'll see what's up with Sunday. We might do another trade layout or see what pairs we might be trading for next week. But as of right now, we'll see what happens. We'll go over the trade and everything on how it went. And we'll see how everything goes for the rest of the week. It's Wednesday. Continue to trade, track your trades, and do everything you need to do to become profitable in these markets. And yeah, until next time, guys, we'll see what's up and continue to trade. Until next time.
See how this rap shit helping me, nothing to me.